Long before humans appeared, before the heavens and the earth were created in this world, there was an infinite expanse of perfect silence and everlasting stillness. This realm was known as Mu no Sekai, the world of Mu. Mu can mean nothingness, not, without, or absence, and in philosophical contexts is often rendered as non-being. It stands in contrast to Yu, meaning being or existence, though Mu is not a simple negation of existence. In Taoist thought, Mu refers to the formless and differentiated potential from which all manifested things arise. Think of it like a blank canvas, or the silence before a symphony. It's the quiet, unshaped space where anything could happen. Thus, Mu is not nothing in a nihilistic sense, but the open condition that makes phenomena possible. In Taoist terms, all things that exist and come to be are said to emerge from Mu. But this primordial realm was also consistently described throughout the Zelda series by another term, Konton. Chaos, disorder, a land without form or structure, a state reminiscent of countless creation myths where existence began as a formless sea of chaos, prior to heaven, earth, and all distinction. In relation to one another, Mu is the still, open ground of potential, while Konton is the swirling, undifferentiated flux from which forms emerge. Konton arises from Mu, as ripples arise on the surface of a perfectly calm lake. If Mu is an empty canvas, then Konton is brushstrokes without order or form, erratic, patternless, and abstract. Without the stillness of Mu, the motion of Konton could not appear. The emergence of Konton from Mu is not random. In East Asian philosophy, this process that makes things come into existence is known as Musubi. Musubi is the generative movement that connects, shapes, and gives form to what arises from potential. Musubi is the organizing principle, the invisible activity by which potential becomes form, and through this generative process, things would occasionally begin to arise from Mu, only for everything to be completely devoured by the one who dwelt there. This being was Null. Null would have been one such emergent being that arose through the process of Musubi, a primordial, eldritch entity born from the countless possibilities contained within this limitless potential. But its greed was insatiable. Indulging in a world claimed solely as its own, Null became an existential predator, ravenously devouring all nascent forms of life indiscriminately, ensuring that only Null could exist. But this did not go unnoticed. Outside of this chaotic and empty world, there existed divine and powerful beings known as kami, gods and spirits of immense strength and wisdom. In Shinto, the divine beings known as the kami are the living energy behind nature, ancestors, and the very processes that shape existence. In Shinto, kami are many rather than one, an innumerable multitude often expressed as Yaojorosu no Kami, 8 million kami, a phrase meant to convey the infinite diversity of sacred forces present in the world and cosmos. In the Zelda universe, these divine beings are collectively known as Kami no Ichizoku, the God's clan. In Shinto, while the kami are not confined to a single realm, their influence is often associated with Takamagahara, the high plane of heaven, where the gods are said to dwell in myth. In the Zelda series, this sacred domain is often referred to as Tengoku, heaven, where Tenshi, angels, are believed to reside. In a Shinto-inspired interpretation, this Tenshi could be understood as a subset of kami, having the role of heavenly messengers. This, of course, parallels Christian concepts of heaven, a sacred and transcendent realm where God and angels dwell, guiding and sustaining the world. In both traditions, the heavenly realm represents divine order, oversight, and the source of sacred power. The kami are expressions of Musubi. As such, they are creative forces capable of giving structure to the formless chaos of Konton. And now was no kami. Unable to bear witness to Null's greedy deeds, 3 kami known as the Great Golden Goddesses descended upon this chaotic and empty world as agents of Musubi, personifying and enacting the generative process of creation, and used their respective powers to create the heavens and the earth to contain Null, bringing order and life to the world. Din, the goddess of power, with her mighty flaming arms, dyed the mountains red, created the red earth, and tilled it to form the red land. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom, poured her knowledge onto the earth, creating science and magic, and gave law and order to the world. And Pharaoh, the goddess of courage, from her rich, gentle, and strong heart, created all living creatures, both those that crawled on the earth and those that flew in the sky. Then they bestowed equal power upon all living beings. With their mission complete after having created everything and successfully imprisoning Null, the 3 great gods left the world and returned to their country in their heavens. Before departing, they left behind the golden sacred triangle known as a Triforce, an omnipotent power capable of granting any wish to the ones who laid their hands on it, and which symbolized their own power and controlled everything in the world. Though created by the gods, it was specifically designed so that the clan of the gods could never use its power, but has been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. They left this relic in the care of their descendant, the goddess Hylia, a goddess that remained in the world created by the 3 great gods. And from then on, the sacred triangle became the foundation of the world's principles. From this point onwards, peace reigned on the world, the humans and the other races living in harmony under the watchful eye of the goddess Hylia, in what is now known as the long and prosperous era of the goddess Hylia. What did you think of this video? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of future uploads. Also, consider following me on Twitter and Instagram to stay in touch. This has been Zelda Lore, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.